We'll call the meeting to order. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Gracious God, we call upon you to bless, guide, and direct these proceedings we as a council are about to engage in, that our actions are consistent with your will, and the manner in which we conduct business in the interest of the citizens of this community. Amen. Roll call, please.
Mr. McFarland.
Here.
Ms. Cordella.
Here.
Ms. Antosh. Here. Mr. Morrissey.
Here.
Ms. Bisbee. Here. Mr. Ferris.
Here.
Mr. Malta.
Here.
Can I have a motion to approve the minutes from the regular council meeting of May 19th, 2026?
So moved. Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. McFarland.
Aye.
Ms. Cordella.
Aye.
Ms. Antosh. Here. Mr. Morrissey.
Aye.
Ms. Bisbee.
Aye.
Mr. Ferris.
Aye.
Mr. Malta.
Abstain.
Appointments, special resolutions, and proclamations. We'll turn this over to Mayor Vanny.
Thank you, Council President. Thank you all for coming this evening. Tonight we have a special proclamation for one of our residents who really is just exemplary and does just a lot of work, good work in the community, and I'm very honored that we were able to give him this recognition tonight. The City of Willowick would like to recognize Timothy Sherman for his contributions to the community, and whereas Timothy served in the United States Marine Corps for 4 years. After serving, he began building a life defined by hard work and resilience. With his continuous growth across the span of industries, he came to be a leader in veteran advocacy, public service, and academic excellence. And whereas in 2011, Timothy joined AMVETS as a veteran service officer, which led him into several leadership positions. He received the AMVETS National Unsung Hero Award in 2014. In January of 2026, he was recognized by the Cleveland Monsters and ServPro as a hometown hero for his service to the community. Timothy also served as a Toys for Tots coordinator for the past 20 years, ensuring that families in need could provide a Christmas experience for their children who might otherwise go without. And whereas while serving veterans and leading organizations, Tim always found the time to coach his kids in Willowick soccer or Willowick youth football. I, Mayor Michael Vanny, do hereby extend to Timothy Sherman my appreciation for his dedicated involvement in his community.
Real quick, if I could, I couldn't do this Toys for Tots without that crew back there. So they share this with me. So thank you very much to everybody that's here tonight for this whole thing and my family. So thank you so very much.
I'd like to say a few words about It's great working with him on any project. He doesn't know the word no. And Tanya is just such a great shadow behind him. Anything he does, she's right there, and his family. And all the things I'm involved with, he's a step away all the time. But the Toys for Tots, the impact I got this past year is when I walked into Salvation Army, where Tim gathers all the gifts for the kids, and there were thousands and thousands of bags for the kids and for them. And I had asked him earlier on, can I help pick them up? No, he picks up everyone. And he's one heck of a guy, and I'm thrilled that I know him as well as I do, and we're lucky here in Willowick. Great job. I would love for your family to come up and we'll get a couple pictures with the mayor, and bring your proclamation, you could hold it too. So bring your family up. Come on, I'm gonna get up here. Come on, you guys are here. Boys, come on. Get a picture of what it is. There you go. You got a good top there, guys. If anybody wants to take pictures, you'll be able to do it. Your team is right up there with the mayor. Where's your camera? You got one?
Yep. Hold on.
Great. Charlie, can I get my whole crew up here
You
for
sure?
a picture?
Come
Is that
on.
okay, Mayor?
Come
Oh,
on,
you can
bring your
Hey,
crew.
Quibby, why? I'll step
No,
out.
you-
Anyway, sure.
I'd like to have you all come
Yeah,
up.
no,
Oh,
whatever.
Adam.
Hey, can you,
No, I'll
Adam
let you
and
take
Paul.
pictures.
Toys for Tots. Come on, guys. I couldn't do this without you guys.
We'll give one more.
We'll make it faster.
Short ones in front.
I mean, I'm pretty tall. You're probably need to be in front.
Tim didn't know this until 5 minutes.
See everybody?
Mike read his name. So thanks for keeping a secret. All right, let's get one here.
Thank you so much.
The secret was not easy.
How did you keep the secret?
It was hard.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for all you guys
Finally on this side of the podium.
Yeah, you guys can go. I'm not expecting you. Yeah. I'll mention it after our meeting.
Mention that and
Yeah.
everyone.
Thanks for sending stuff. Awesome. I know, yeah. Hope you're going to the Willowick Lounge. I'll stop off. All right. Thanks, Monica, for letting us extend it a few minutes. You can go, Tim.
You sure?
See, he wants to stick around.
Get out while you can.
Thank you so much. Thank you again.
You're
And as
welcome.
always, if you need anything, call.
We got your phone number. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Takes us to administrative appeals. We have 3. The applicant is Cadella. The applicant is here tonight. Is there anyone in the audience for or against any of these variances? Do you have any additional information to offer?
Open any questions you may have.
Does council have any questions on the 3?
I do.
Ms. Bisbee?
So I'm perfectly understanding of the 2026-16, which is just the extension of the driveway, correct? But with the 2 side fencings, is there a purpose that we have to go, that you have to go that far up to the house on both sides?
Yes, there is. So if you look at the layout of the house, Nick Cadella, 29529 Cresthaven Drive. If you look at the layout of the house, where the windows are positioned, kind of indicate where my fence is going to be. There's also a hose spigot or a water bib for a garden hose on the side of the house. If we were to go the 2 feet, it would be exactly where the hose spigot is. Then there's a kitchen window and then a bathroom window. The way that the house is positioned, my neighbor is an Airbnb. So their bathroom window is right in the middle of that fenced-in area. So that would kind of, it's low to the ground, windows always open. There's renters over there. So that's kind of why we're doing the variance, kind of to close off the front of that property and a lot more backyard space that is fenced in. So,
On the other side? The
um,
other variance?
Basically just existing, there's an existing chain link fence that's there. Looking to replace it with a current chain link fence. The property, if you're facing the house to the left, is constantly in violation by scene and needing to get cleaned up. So we're looking for a 6-foot board-on-board wood fence.
So that's your chain link fence that's there?
That's the existing chain link fence that's up against the front of the house with a gate. So it would be a complete shadow of that, but 6 foot board and board. And also included in your packet should be a letter from the neighbor on the driveway gate side. It was an email from Tom Verpiggy saying that he has 0 issues with the variances as presented. Should be in your packet. If not, I can leave one with you guys.
I saw Natalie, so thank you.
Okay. Any other questions?
Anyone else?
Just a quick comment. So we had a conversation at last meeting about Airbnbs without any issues from various folks. So that's why my question was why the fence due to the Airbnb.
I do not, for the most part, 99% have any issues with the Airbnb. Great neighbors. Once in a blue moon, you'll have an issue, but it's very brief. I think the price point keeps it pretty orderly.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right.
Any other questions? Okay, so administrative appeal order number 2026-14, an order granting a variance and exception to allow a fence to be installed in the side yard that extends 34 feet past the left side rear house line in application of section 1165.07 small b of the codified ordinances of the city of Willowick.
So moved.
Second.
Any additional discussion? Roll call.
Mr. McFarland.
Aye.
Ms. Cordella.
Abstain?
Ms. Antosh.
Aye.
Mr. Morrissey.
Aye.
Ms. Bisbee.
Aye.
Mr. Ferris.
Aye.
Mr. Malta.
Aye.
Administrative appeal order number 2026-15, an order granting a variance and exception of 19 feet to allow a fence to be installed 21 feet past the side entrance door in the side yard that extends, that's not worded right. Hang on, that's worded right. Sorry, 1 second. Should be the right.
Should be 21 feet straight. You take out the 34 on that one.
I'm looking at it because I didn't do it, so.
Yes, he's done.
No, there's the motions right from the meeting.
Okay, thank you, Megan. Okay, so administrative appeal number 2026-15, an order granting a variance and exception of 19 feet to allow a fence to be installed 21 feet past the side entrance door on the right side yard in the application of section 1165.07 small b of the codified ordinances of the city of Willowick.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Mr. McFarland.
Aye.
Ms. Cordella.
Aye.
Ms.
I'm sorry, abstain.
Ms. Antosh.
Aye.
Mr. Morrissey.
Aye.
Ms. Bisbee.
Aye.
Mr. Ferris.
Aye.
Mr. Malta.
Aye.
And administrative appeal order number 2026-16, an order granting a variance and exception to allow a new concrete driveway to be installed 8 feet into the front yard in the application of section 1165.105A of the codified ordinances of the city of Willowick.
So, second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. McFarland.
Aye.
Ms. Cordella.
Abstain.
Ms. Antosh.
Aye.
Mr. Morrissey.
Aye.
Ms. Bisbee.
Aye.
Mr. Ferris.
Aye.
Mr. Malta.
Aye.
Okay, your variances have been approved. Finish up with the building department tomorrow. Reports and communications from the mayor, safety director, Mayor Danny.
Thank you, Council President. First, I want to start out with just offering my sincere thanks, gratitude to our police department and St. Mary Magdalene Festival Committee. Our fire department was there. I know our service department helped out. The festival couldn't have gone any better. Just a great job. Everyone had a good time. They kept it safe for families. I couldn't be more happy because the last thing I want to do is cancel event that this community really likes. So Lieutenant Guerrero, thank you again. Tell everyone just an outstanding job that you guys did the whole weekend.
Thank you.
You guys might know our phones and internet were intermittent actually all day today but should be getting a part coming in. They rushed it in. It's supposed to be here no later than tomorrow afternoon, so we should be fully back up. But they were working most of the day actually. It was crazy. It was going in and out, but we did have some issues with that. Parking lot. Next door, they should be starting, I believe, tentatively scheduled to start next week. Looking forward to getting that project going. As I think I told everyone at the last meeting, Metro Parks did put the new roof on the lodge. I know they're doing some stuff there, but also got a call from Senator Serino on Sunday night and State Rep Dan Troy this morning, and it looks like they are presenting theirs. We asked for a grant. It looks like we are going to get that grant. It's not final yet, but it looks like we should be getting a grant in the amount of $200,000 towards that. So more to come. Hasn't been finalized, but both Senator Serino and State Rep Troy reached out to me, and very excited about that. Very excited to get that going too. So my thanks to them for Dantas, Tim. I know Tim's not here. Getting that grant together, and a lot of work went into that. So very, very excited about getting that. That's a big plus for that project. I was made aware of an incident last night with these Orbeez guns. I think I pronounced that right. I think we had at Mannery Park, and I think there was also another one over the weekend, I believe, or late last week. Did talk to Lieutenant Guerrero about it. We are, he did go back a few years. It's not, we've had two obviously close, but they're not, we haven't had too many over the last few years, at least reported to us. I think, what was it?
Over the last 4 years, there's been 8.
8, okay, yes, thank you. So those are, I don't know if they were reported, but they need to report them to us. The officers did a great job last night of taking care of the issue. What I would recommend is, I think right now it's a minor misdemeanor, and then some of these kids are they're young. I think that are doing this, but still, we don't want kids running up and shooting kids in the yard. We don't want them at our parks. As you all know, we do up our police presence every year. We continue to do that in the parks as the weather breaks and school's out, but I would make a recommendation if council is interested, maybe if they want to up the penalty for that, and we put that in the safety committee, if there's some interest in that, and we can have those discussions down the road. But rather get out in front of it before. Like I said, there's only been 8 in the last 4 years, but there's been 2 in the last week, so we are looking into that. And last but definitely not least, I want to offer my congratulations again to Councilman Mahorsik and his wife Pally for the birth of their son. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mayor.
And that is my report.
Thank you, Mayor. Congrats, Pat.
Thank you.
Any comments?
I have a question. Are these like toy guns we're talking about? That I don't. Sorry, I'm not privy to these. What are these? Is anyone?
They're toy guns. They're legal to have and sell in Ohio, and they fire off like a little gel, and there's water in it, so it's supposed to hit you, and it's like a little water balloon.
Wow.
But sometimes it's, when you get a little close, it tends to, hurt a little bit, leave a weld. I mean, if it does hit you in the eye, it could, do some damage, but like anything else, it's just more of an educational kind of thing we're trying to do with the police department. I mean, like the mayor said, we have a minor misdemeanor on the books, and there's also a penalty, a certain, one of our ordinances is an M4. But again, usually it's not out of malice, it's more of, these kids being kids and doing something they should have done and hitting something that they shouldn't have hit.
Sure. Okay. Thank you, guys. Wasn't sure what that meant. Thank you.
Any other comments, Ms. Bisbee?
Sure. So I actually was at Mannery last night when one of my player's sisters, that was the one that was shot in the eye with that pellet gun, whatever you want to call it. I will actually let all the coaches know that they should just call the police immediately, because we've had it prevalent at Mannery where they're actually pointing those guns at little children at the park. So it's, maybe we've only had 8 calls in 4 years, but I will ask the board to put that out because it is crazy at Manor.
Yeah, Council President, yeah, absolutely, we were talking about, we don't, if we don't know.
But I understand
Yeah,
that.
so
I
make
totally
sure they do
understand.
call, yes, so
So-
we can.
And it was being called,
Yes, yeah, go,
but it was just because I didn't want the father to get involved
right, no, we need
with
to,
what was happening.
just like with anything else, we need to know, so we can go take care of it.
Yeah.
So,
But, yeah,
yeah, but
it's
thank you.
more than just a few.
No, that's right, we went back to see how many times. and-
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure
No.
there's been plenty that have never been reported. There's probably been more reported to
Yeah.
Facebook than the police department, that's a problem, right?
Well, yeah.
We can't respond to Facebook, posts, because we'd be, probably doing that all day, but it's
Oh, no, no.
unfortunate that people don't call us like you did,
No.
because we'd rather have that, and we can go educate these kids, and we take the guns away, and 90% of the time when we're taking these guns away, the parents just say, keep them, throw them away.
Yeah, Council President, we still have 3 or 4 that you confiscated, they're still here. right?
They're still here, yeah.
Yeah, they're still here.
Yeah.
They didn't come and get them, so.
Yeah,
We
so
did.
we'll get
Yeah.
the word out to all our coaches.
Absolutely.
Because now we'll be at Dudley as well, so.
Go, thank you.
And
Thank you.
Dave, add that to the safety committee agenda. Ms. Antosh?
Is there an age restraint on those guns, like 8
No.
and over?
No.
No age requirement? Okay.
Any
I'm
other-
sure there's like something on, probably when you buy them, it says 8 or older, but there's nothing in any laws that say you have to be this certain age to have one now, or something like that.
Anyone else? Okay. General Communications and Reports, Service Director, Todd Shannon.
Thank you, Council President. I'm going to report to you guys this morning electronically. If you have any questions on that, I'd be happy to answer them. 305, the zone got flipped this afternoon, so we'll start on the other side of the first section, continuing southbound. The progress is moving along pretty fast. We are in talks with ODOT to change some of the ways that we're doing stuff, try to make it a little more expedient, a little more cost effective. Parking lot expansion the mayor talked about will start shortly. More than likely this week we'll start stripping dirt over at that lot over there and get going from there. And then the road program will start at the end of this month. That's Claremont and Bunker. That'll be a straight mill and fill project. Hopefully that'll go smooth and fast. And that will also include the senior center parking lot, the main lot as well. And then for the engineer, Josh Lane is here for Fernandez to step in for Tim. So if you are wondering who this guy is sitting down here, that's Josh. With that, if you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
Todd, any questions for Service? Ms. Antosh?
When is, the Crescent? No. Claremont, sorry.
Claremont.
The end of-
That's the end of this month.
The end of this month.
Yep, Claremont and Bunker.
Is that long Claremont?
Correct.
Engage it, okay.
Anyone else? We'll go a little bit out of order and go to the engineer. As Todd mentioned, we have Josh Lane with us tonight. Do you have any report for us? We did receive Tim's report by email.
Not at this time. I am working on trying to get a more narrowed down schedule from Phillips doing the municipal lot. At this time, we just have what we discussed in the pre-con, which was that they were going to start early to mid-June, as the mayor said, potentially next week or the week after is when they were going to start. I'm trying to get an actual schedule so that I can provide that to everyone. Beyond that, Forest Grove is nearing wrapping up. And then as Todd stated, contractor will be looking to start Claremont coming up here shortly. So end of the month, they'll probably get their signage up week of the 15th with planning to start the following. So
Great, thank you.
touch base with them just to make sure.
Any additional questions for the engineer? Okay, thanks, Josh. Go back to recreation. Julie isn't with us here tonight, but I think the parade went wonderful. You know, everything was different this year with a different start location. CPs was with me handing out ice cream. They use the same amount of ice cream that they use every year. The route seemed to be half, but we had double the people, so I liked it. I think the staging at Mannery went smooth. I don't know that Stacy felt the same way, but it seemed good to me. It was I loved it. I had a great time. You know, I saw a lot of people there. I had a great time. So thanks to Julie, Stacy, Cam, Scott, everyone else there. Any other comments, Devin?
Yeah, springboarding off of the parade. One of the people that was in the parade with me, they live out in the Sandusky area and have been involved with several parades out there. They wanted me to pass on that our city's parade is the best parade they've ever been involved in. The whole of city approach, from the service, police, fire, and the rec departments, all working together makes it run a lot more smoothly. They said it was very noticeable how much better ours is compared to several other ones they've been out in that Sandusky, Huron area. And they wanted me to pass that on, and you guys did a great job. Hopefully you guys will pass that on to everyone else that's not here.
Thank you.
Monica,
Mr. Walter?
Julie already knows this, probably Teresa too. If we ever return to Willowick Middle, which we may, because I agree with everything you guys said, there has to be bathrooms. Okay, because many little kids were coming up, running up and saying, we need to use the bathroom. Well, there was none. So that got overlooked. But, you know, hey, that's easy to overlook, because it used to be one there for soccer, I believe. So I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but other than that, boy, it was a great parade.
Council President? Yeah, I'm glad I somehow overlooked that, but I definitely do not want that to go unnoticed, and I'm glad all you guys thought. Julie did a great job, heard her team, Scott, they always do a great job, but I also want to thank police, fire, building service, everybody. It's like Councilman McFarland said, everybody in the city, every department gets in, they all have a good time with it, and it truly is one of my favorite days of the year, so I want to thank everyone. Julie, I know I kind of threw a curveball at her when I asked, what if we went on 3:15? So, and went off flawless, so it really did. But yeah, just wanted to make sure that was said publicly, so thank you.
Thank you. Finance Director, Goran Verhoeven.
Thank you, Council President. I would like to put the 2027 tax budget on next council meeting at 7 o'clock. And I want to give you a recap of what happened with the medical health insurance. We met with our representatives. They gave us two options. One was the continue with the same medical plan with a 21.5% increase, or move to an HSA plan, which essentially had no increase for the city. The unions met. We discussed the plan, and unanimously the unions voted to keep the current plan that they have. That's going to be an additional $393,000 cost to the city. And then I have a few items on the agenda, and if you have any questions, please let me know.
Thank you. Any questions for Finance? Okay, Law Director, Mandy Briggs.
I have no report, but as always, I'm open to questions if council has any.
Any questions for the Law Department? Okay, Police Department, we have Lieutenant Guerreri with us tonight.
I do have the monthly report on my phone if anybody wants me to email it to them, but I have nothing unless there are any questions.
Any questions for the Police Department?
Just real quick.
Ms. Bisbee?
So Lieutenant, I do want to thank for last night that they were there very quickly and they did take care of the situation at Manry, so thank them. So, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.
Monica?
Oh, Mr. Walter?
Lieutenant, thanks for being here, for one. Number two, I talked to Keith at the parade, just to pass it on to you, that you're here. I have an address, I'll talk to you after, about a car. It seems like in the middle of the night, comes home from work, okay, just guns it, wakes up totally. So I'll give you the address, not in this meeting here, but
Sure.
after, so just stay tuned, so you can write it down for me. You guys can take a look at it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, the Fire Chief is not with us tonight. Chief Housing and Zoning Inspector is not with us tonight. That brings us to Ward Matters. Does anyone have anything to bring to the table? Okay, that brings us to our first public portion. If you'd like to be heard, please approach the lectern, state your name and address for the record. Once we've heard from everyone in the audience, we will then respond. The first public portion is open. Okay.
You won't hear me from here, but I'll come up. Thank you.
So, here we go. Can you hear me okay? Yes. Thank you. I'm Brenda Mascunas. I reside at 30808 Ronald Drive. And the reason that my sister and I came here today is because we just needed some clarification. There's been a lot of back and forth about the legality of fireworks within Willowick, whether, you know, we opted out or opted in, or where actually things stand. I know my sister did print out a revised ordinance that did not have signatures. It did have some crossouts. So just wanted to, first of all, say, you know, personally, I wish that people would stick with the public displays and not set them up on their properties. They don't respect the time frames. I have heart issues, so it affects my health personally. I also work for the VA, and I know it affects a lot of our veterans. It can be a very troublesome time for a lot of people. We don't want to kill anyone's fun, but we also need to respect our right to enjoy our property in peace and safety. So we want to be really clear on where Willowick is at with this. And also, what can we do? I know there are established hours. If you feel it's being not, you know, if you do see, I know alcohol is forbidden when you're setting off fireworks. I know you can't set them off after midnight. But what recourses do we have if we feel that, number one, if people are not respecting the law the way it is now been revised, and number two, will this change be communicated to all the residents of Willowick in time for the holiday? I know that just in the folks I've talked to, there's been a lot of back and forth over, well, you know, if you Google it, it's still illegal. So, you know, and also up until today, it wasn't on the website. So just wanted some clarification on all that with the 250th coming up, and I thank you for your time.
Thank you, Brenda. Whoever, come on up.
Jean Bone, 472 East 319th Street. I just want to say that I'm very happy that this parking lot's going to be started soon, because that's going to help with the gold star monument and all that. So, yay. The other thing is with these kids, can we put something on the city website that tells them that it's dangerous with these, what do they call those guns?
Orby?
Orby, yeah, that one. I had never heard of it until yesterday. I had no clue. And then that house on 324th that was bringing a problem child, did we come to some kind of conclusion on that?
Okay. Thank you.
I think you can hear me from here. Is that okay? I'm also here because I want to talk about the fireworks ordinance changes. I think that as far as I can tell, I was reading the Ohio law, and I was reading the, you know, who's complying with it and who isn't. And every major city in the state of Ohio has rejected accepting these things. That law was written to be if you live in a rural area, there's no problem with it. You can stay away from houses and people and shoot off your fireworks, even if it's your property. But to have it in a densely impacted area like Willowick, where things are 10 feet apart, and garages and everything else, you know, people have to go out there and protect their property every time there's a holiday and there's the 4th of July. It's terrible, and that's why you get people calling. You know, people are entitled to the quiet enjoyment of their property as well as safety at their property. And I think that this is really a big mistake, and I would respectfully ask you to reconsider this ordinance. Wickliffe, Willoughby, Eastlake, and Wickliffe, none of them have decided to change it. Nobody's going to do it, including Cleveland. Cleveland is not doing it. That means we're the only spot on the lake where people can come and blow off fireworks on all these dates. And these are major holidays. People enjoy these holidays because they stay home with their families, and they have dogs, and they have cats, And, you know, and they have little children, and they have old people that are never, I mean, you can't even say that reading the minutes is proper notice, because a lot of people don't have computers and don't use them and don't look on your website to see the minutes. And I think your charter says you're supposed to notice people 15 days before these things go into effect, and nothing's been done. I'm just wondering, why don't you put it on the ballot and see how people feel about it here before doing this? Because I think this is very dangerous. You're going to get more calls this year than you ever got before, because people are going to assume it's still illegal, number one. And number two, maybe as my sister said, what if somebody's out there and they are drinking, and that's against state law, and that supersedes city law anyway. So we'd have to call the police and say, I think there's someone drinking over next door shooting off fireworks. That might be illegal. But, you know, this just needs to be reconsidered. I'm sure people were trying to make residents happy, but I think the vast majority of people are not going to be happy when they find out. Thank you for considering that. I live at 29709 Lakeshore.
And your name, please?
Barbara Mascunas.
Thank you, Barb.
Thank you for listening. And I want to also say, I used to live in San Francisco. They didn't even used to. They never used to allow fireworks. I mean, because the place burned down once. They were smart enough to know that, okay? So, you know, I went away for 50 years, came back, and here's fireworks. And it's petrified me every year. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. I'm Patty Sluga. I live at 32306 Glenarden. Been there 50 years next year. And my comment is much lighter than the fireworks. However, that was one of my main subjects too, and I have to agree with what is being said there. I think that if people had common sense, we wouldn't really have to be dealing with a lot of this, but there's so many people out there that don't have the common sense, and that can be dangerous. I was reading in Devin's section about that, where he had mentioned in the well, I call it the Courier still, it's not, which I'm going to comment on that as well. He mentions the fireworks and the time and the distance from the homes. I think that's very important too. As she said, if we lived out in a rural area, it might be a bit different. But there are so many homes that are really, really close together, and there are people that aren't being considerate in that regard. So that needs to be relooked at. And there is a person in my area that sets off professional ones, and I don't mind that because it goes over the lake and it stays away from people, and actually it's quite entertaining. So that might be something to think about. I'm sure that you all know who I'm referring to. Beautiful fireworks, and definitely stays out of the danger of the homes. So that, and then I wanted to comment on, this is now going to be called the Lake County News, Lake Community News now instead of the Courier. Is that how we're going to be doing that? There's not going to be any more Willowick Courier per se.
We'll respond at the end.
Okay, yeah, that's true too. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know I do like the idea, and I do like the idea that we have Willoughby and Eastlake involved in here, so that we know what's going on in the communities around us as well. A couple of things I wanted somebody to comment too on when it's your time to do so. I see an awful lot of typos, quote unquote, because I've been a secretary all my life, and I spot a lot of typos, and I was wondering, is this because of what we as council people are submitting to the newspaper printer, and they're printing it identically the way it was sent in, or is this perhaps the printer's fault with the typos in there? And also, it's not that big of a deal, but it might make a big deal if it was wrong information in the typo. Also, I received this today, June 2nd, and it's the June newsletter, which I'm very grateful for. But on the front page of it, it talks about to mark your calendars for Sunday, May 31st for the parade. And I've seen that on more than one occasion where I'll get it on time, you know, the newsletter on time, but some of the information already took place. So I wouldn't be able to have attended it had I not known in advance. So that's all. I just wanted to comment on some of the things in the newsletter. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right, the first public portion is closed. We'll go a little bit out of order. Mayor, can you answer the questions about the courier?
Yeah, Council President, yes, they do that. That Lake Community News does it for a number of cities on the west end. And also, I think they go as far east as Menor, but it's free. They need advertising. The advertising's been getting lower and harder for them to get. So we were told a little over a month ago, probably 2 months ago, that we have to have our articles in by the 10th of the month, which is a lot earlier because it used to be the 15th, which was, I always thought, earlier too. And they're going to do Willowick and starting in Eastlake, so that's going to be the new format. So at least the good news is they're not going to stop it, because at one point they were thinking about totally cutting it out. So I'm glad they didn't do that. If you recall, 2 years ago or last year, December and January they didn't do, or January, February, because of lack of advertising. So we do update the website though constantly. We're always up, because I know some of this information, you get it. It's supposed to be out the last week of May for June, and yeah, it doesn't hit. I know City Hall, we got it, I think we got it last Friday. Yeah, last Friday, but I know I didn't get it at home until yesterday, I think, so, or no, today. I got mine today too, yeah. So, that's it. I don't like the 10th, but that's right, I'm putting my report a little earlier too on the Facebook page and on the website, and we are updating it constantly for events. So that's probably the best way to go. But it is nice to have that courier still. I'm glad they're not doing it, but that's basically where we're at with that, how the new format is. So
as far as typos, I don't know for sure. I would assume that they copy and paste because we submit it by email. So it would be my guess that they just copy it and then paste it into their software that they use for publishing. I don't know for sure though. I don't have a definite answer on that.
I sat this afternoon and I circled all the typos.
Councilman, I do try to check it, but I didn't catch one. I had the wrong date for the festival. I'm surprised nobody called me out on it. I was like, well, this I'll know if people read the Courier now. I think I had it ending June 30th or something like that. It was like, I got it, and I usually have someone catch it.
I didn't catch that one, Mike.
All right, see? Well, I shouldn't have said anything.
Any other comments on that? And then Jean, as far as that Airbnb goes, last I heard was that they did plan to continue as an Airbnb, so they were working on submitting the required applications and paperwork to get their non-owner occupant inspection, so they can't rent it until that inspection is complete, and then they can continue to rent until it's transferred. I haven't heard any additional information since then. Mia, did you?
I know that they submitted their application to the building department for seeing to start the process of the inspection. However, there is a sale pending, and my understanding from speaking to Scene is it them getting the application was not only about going forward if they were to rent it, but it was also to fix their past mistakes and to pay the permit fee to the building department. And as far as I know, the sale should be going and closing soon.
Yeah, Council President. Yeah, they did apply. They did come to us last week, I think. They gave us the permit. They still, we told them they also have to go to the county. The county's aware that they're actively advertising as Airbnb, so they have to register with the county and pay sales tax. It has not been rented because it's literally 4 or 5 houses from my house, so I've been kind of watching it. It has not been rented since then. There's been some activity there, but nothing going on. We also cited them for garbage and the backyard getting cut, which has been taken care of. So, but the sale, to your original question, is we were told June 18th is when. So we're keeping an eye on it, but they have cleaned up the violations, at least on the exterior. I don't think there were any on the interior because the house is brand new on the inside. So, but there was garbage issues and the backyard needed cut, and that's been taken care of. So.
Well, I have a question on that. Did somebody talk to them about the cluster bomb they created that they're doing in the streets with all the cars and, a couple hundred people wandering around? I mean, that's completely out of control.
Yes, Steen did talk with, I think
Yes.
there's 2 owners, and he spoke with both of those
Yeah.
owners that next day.
So is there a fine, or going forward, is there gonna be a fine if they do something stupid?
I mean, if there's any additional violations for any of the codes, like the double parking and whatnot, then yes, they can be cited by the police, absolutely. Any additional comments? Okay, and then the last is fireworks, and the council did vote to follow the state laws. So the state has allowed fireworks on certain days, at certain times, and within certain distances. So Willowick now follows those same rules. Law Director, do you have any comments?
I do know that the company we contract with to update our ordinances, they only update, I believe, twice a year now, and they haven't been updated online since council passed that ordinance, so that's not there. But it does follow the state law. There is a requirement, that there be at least 150 feet, so I would say that limits the area where this can occur. However, if anybody violates this outside of the hours or within too close to a structure, they can still be cited with a violation for fireworks. And as far as the hours, it's from 4 p.m. to 11:59, so midnight, on only the specified days. And the July 4th actually allows for the entire weekend and the weekend before and the weekend after July 4th. So as far as coming up in July, that is where the state allowed the most amount of days.
But the hours still have to be respected for those days?
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. McFarland?
So if they violate those hours or that distance, or if they're drinking, that's just as illegal as it was last year if they're violating those codes. It's just the areas that do allow to have that distance, they fit into that time, they're now allowed to do it here in Willowick. We're following the state codes, so if they're violating the state codes, please call the police and report it so that that can be dealt with. If we're in those neighborhoods that are cramped, like you said, 10 feet apart from each other, that is too close, that is not within the distance that is required by law. That's just as illegal as it was last year.
Okay, so if my neighbor who's 5 feet away from me is setting off bottle rockets, that's still a problem?
If it was illegal last year, it's illegal, or if it's
Okay.
that close, that is
Okay.
still illegal this year just as much as it was last year.
So how are we getting the word out to everyone about the changes?
That's my question.
Because I'm concerned, we have a lot of elderly residents who don't have access to the internet, believe it or not.
Those said high words too, yeah.
How are we going to get everybody straight in this city on what they can and can't do? I guess communication's my biggest concern.
I believe the website was updated.
Yeah, it's in the process. We had the problems we had.
Not
if
the ordinance part, because as our law director mentioned, that's
I'm sorry,
totally.
Councilor, I need to talk over. Yeah, I apologize. Yeah, we were getting the website where if you type in on our website fireworks, we had to change it to show that they now are legal, and we were going to follow the state ordinance, the state law. That's why Councilman McFarland wrote in the Courier, because you're right, not everyone has a computer. So to reach everybody's house, the Courier is the best way, because that gets delivered to everybody's house. And Councilman McFarland did write an article explaining that.
I really feel
But
sorry.
we will update again.
Yeah.
The website will be updated too, but.
They're gonna get a lot of calls from people who won't know.
We get a lot of calls every year,
Well,
so
this
it's
is
not gonna be, it shouldn't be.
You're gonna get more this year because this is the only place you can shoot them off apparently.
I mean, personally, I don't think that's gonna change. I mean, people in Cleveland are gonna shoot them off even though it's still illegal in Cleveland. People, I mean, they do it in every city that I've ever gone to, so I mean, I don't think people are just gonna flock to Willowick because we have, you know, these legal times for fireworks now. I don't think that's gonna be the case. We may have a few more, but I mean, that's okay with me.
And also, there was an issue with, when I called on Memorial Day, because people were shooting off bottle rockets on Lakeshore Boulevard, 2 houses down. And I was told, fireworks are legal in Willowick now. We can't do anything about that. Okay, that was on the evening of Memorial Day. My sister had issues at her house too. They were shooting them off everywhere, and no one knew that they were legal. I mean, except the dispatcher said they were legal. And that's the first we'd heard of it. You look at Google and it says they're illegal in Willowick, just like the other cities. And it's a problem.
Mr. Ferris?
I think that's one of the main problems is maybe the dispatcher could say, instead of just saying they're legal, say, the guidelines are on the website, they're legal 19 days out of the year, the other 346 days are illegal. I think that would get the information over to the residents who do call to go to the website and check it out. Or call your elected official and find out, hopefully we can all tell them the actual dates that they're legal. That way you get the word out quicker.
I say just post it on the website exactly like it is the state verbatim. And as Dave just said, 150 feet, if somebody's shooting off at 150 feet, that means it's not legal. So don't be saying it's legal in Willowick when it's not, if it's not 150 feet from a building, or they're not following these guidelines. So again, dispatch can't say that it's legal. They don't even know, they don't know how big that yard is or how far. But I think it should be exactly spelled out on the website, how many feet, everything from the state says. You guys all voted for it, it should all be spelled out.
As you know, this is a relatively new change. I think police and dispatch are adapting to that change, working out the kinks. If that's what you're being told when they're called, I think that's something the police can work on, figuring out how to better message and explain that and know where it is and isn't illegal. I think that's something the police can work on. We'll instruct them to read through the whole thing and make sure they know it so that they can enforce it properly.
I intended if you could take the comments that we had here back to the chief and
Sure.
work something up, that would be great.
We can post something.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say, I appreciate what the mayor said about those who don't have a computer necessarily or whatever, and to put the information in the Courier. I do appreciate what Mr. McFarland did, however, I don't think there was enough specifics in it. You know, just that there will be times when you can, when you can't. Well, that doesn't tell the people doing damage and anything. So if you can be more specific the next time.
I think we can try to get some more specifics, one of us or the mayor, or do an article somewhere through the Courier where we can get it more spelled out better than just, I was just, you know, letting people know and giving them the jumping off point to do their own research, but, you know, we should provide them with that research. They shouldn't have to do it all on their own. I think that's something we can get it in by the July issue.
The Courier is a wonderful thing, and we truly do appreciate it. Sometimes we need a little more specifics in it, though, not just generalization, assuming that everybody is going to go to their computer.
Yeah, thank you.
One other suggestion, you might want to put it on that flashing thing in front of City Hall, you know. I mean, let people know that they need to check the website to see the fireworks changes for the 4th of July, and there, you know, and all the other changes later on, but they need to know where to go look for this stuff. I mean, if people aren't going to know when they call in and are told you can't do anything about fireworks, that if it's closer than 150 feet, you can do something. You know, I mean, that's really important. People need to know that because they're afraid when this is happening. Their dogs are barking and their kids are screaming. You know, it's just not, it's not fair. So, thank you.
I got something. I want to address Barb and Brenda. Did I get that right? Is it Barb and Brenda?
Thank you, yes.
The great name Muscunis hits home with me. I am very fortunate that once I started my career at the post office, I got to know Frank. I got to see what a real mailman was, how to deliver mail, and how to respect the post office. That, I believe, was your father.
No, he's
Was a great man. So I'm happy that here, when you come up and speak, if you would have just said Brenda and Barb, I would have never known that. And he left with no fanfare. So once he left, he was out the door, but he taught many of us rookies. And it gives me a chance to say thank you to you on behalf of him. He was a great man, and I was fortunate and an honor that I've met him, and he taught me so much. I made it through the post office.
Thank you. And his brother was our father, William Muscunis, whose banner is hanging on 305.
That's awesome. Thanks.
Thank you, Charlie. Okay. The fire chief has joined us. Would you like to give a report?
I emailed everybody earlier. Thank you, President, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions for the fire chief? Okay. Thanks, Bill. Okay, reports of standing committees. Finance, Ms. Bisbee.
No report.
Safety, Mr. Ferris.
Council President, I'd like to have a safety committee meeting at 5:30 on the 16th of June. And I'll have Molly send out a notice for that.
You said 5:30?
5:30.
Thank you. Alyssa, can you add that to the agenda? Thank you.
Council President? I'm
Ms.
sorry.
Bisbee?
Hey Dave, can we also add to your safety committee these e-bikes and small motorcycles and whatnot that we have zipping through the streets and the parks and the sidewalks? I mean, I've been trying to research some of that as well, and there's many cities that have put new ordinances on the e-bikes that I think we may want to look into.
Okay.
And electric scooters.
And electric scooters, yeah.
And Mandy, if you could join us at that meeting, that would be great. If we could also have somebody from the police department at that safety committee meeting on the 16th at 5:30, that would be great.
June 16th?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Service utilities and public lands, Mr. Malta.
No report.
Street, sidewalks, and sewers, Mr. Mahorsic.
No report.
Tax compliance, Mr. McFarland.
No report.
Moral claims, Ms. Antosh.
No report.
Budget, Mr. Mahorsic.
No report.
Liaison reports. Planning, Mr. Ferris.
No report.
Board of Zoning Appeals, Mr. McFarland.
No report.
Volunteer Firefighters Dependents Fund Board, Ms. Antosh.
No report.
Recreation Board, Ms. Bisbee.
Council President, so just really quick, so Monday the 8th starts our summer camp at both Manry and at Dudley, so I just want to let everyone know that there will be a lot of children in the city going to various events, so just be mindful of the little ones walking around.
Thank you. Plan Review Board, Ms. Antosh.
No report.
We have no fund transfers and bid authorizations, no contract approvals. Introduction and consideration of legislation. Ordinance 2026-19, an ordinance amending Ordinance 2026-8 to provide for additional appropriations from the General Fund 101, the Sewer Fund 205, Fire Emergency Rescue Fund 208, Permissive License Fee Fund 215 for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Willowick, State of Ohio during the calendar year ending December 31st, 2026, and declaring an emergency. Motion to waive the 3 readings.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Mr. McFarland.
Aye.
Ms. Kudela.
Aye.
Ms. Antosh. Mr. Mahorsic.
Aye.
Ms. Bisbee.
Aye.
Mr. Ferris.
Aye.
Mr. Malta.
Aye.
Motion to approve ordinance 2026-19.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. McFarland.
Aye.
Ms. Kudela.
Aye.
Ms. Antosh.
Aye.
Mr. Mahorsic.
Aye.
Ms. Bisbee.
Aye.
Mr. Ferris.
Aye.
Mr. Malta.
Aye.
Resolution 2026-21, a resolution authorizing the transfer of funds from the General Fund 101 to the Police Pension Fund 801 and declaring an emergency. Motion to waive the 3 readings.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. McFarland.
Aye.
Ms. Kudela.
Aye.
Ms. Antosh.
Aye.
Mr. Mahorsic.
Aye.
Ms. Bisbee.
Aye.
Mr. Ferris.
Aye.
Mr. Malta.
Aye.
Motion to approve resolution 2026-21.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. McFarland.
Aye.
Ms. Kudela.
Aye.
Ms. Antosh.
Aye.
Mr. Mahorsic.
Aye.
Ms. Bisbee.
Aye.
Mr. Ferris.
Aye.
Mr. Malta.
Aye.
Resolution 2026-22, A resolution to approve authorizations, then and now certificate to Broadway Excavating in the amount of $20,000 for the city of Willowick and declaring an emergency. Motion to waive the 3 readings.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Mr. McFarland.
Aye.
Ms. Cudella.
Aye.
Ms. Antosh.
Aye.
Mr. Morrissey.
Aye.
Ms. Bisbee.
Aye.
Mr. Ferris.
Aye.
Mr. Malta.
Aye.
Motion to approve resolution 2026-22.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Council President.
Mr. Ferris?
So Todd, what happened on this? The snake got stuck?
Yeah, so it's a right-of-way failure from the dye test from 2023. Didn't make it onto the list somehow, and we realized that prior to them starting the construction on 305. So rather than putting it on our lateral program, which won't be for another 2 months, and ripping up a perfectly good street, we went ahead and did it now.
Okay.
Thanks for catching that.
Well, it just happened that the resident called in the sewer that needed snaked, and that's how we realized that it didn't make it on the list as it should have. So,
Lucky time.
yes.
Thank you. Roll call?
Mr. McFarland.
Aye.
Ms. Cudella.
Aye.
Ms. Antosh.
Aye.
Mr. Morrissey.
Aye.
Ms. Bisbee.
Aye.
Mr. Ferris.
Aye.
Mr. Malta.
Aye.
Ordinance 2026-20, an ordinance by the City of Willowick, County of Lake, State of Ohio, declaring its intent to proceed with the renewal of an existing .5 mil tax levy for the purpose of providing funding for parks and recreational purposes in the City of Willowick and declaring an emergency. Motion to waive the 3 readings.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Mr. McFarland.
Aye.
Ms. Cudella.
Aye.
Ms. Antosh. Mr. Morrissey. Ms. Bisbee.
Aye.
Mr. Ferris.
Aye.
Mr. Malta.
Aye.
Motion to approve ordinance 2026-20.
So moved. Second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Mr. McFarland.
Aye.
Ms. Cudella.
Aye.
Ms. Antosh.
Aye.
Mr. Morrissey.
Aye.
Ms. Bisbee.
Aye.
Mr. Ferris.
Aye.
Mr. Malta.
Aye.
Ordinance 2026-21, an ordinance directing the Director of Finance to certify delinquent accounts to the Lake County Auditor and Lake County Treasurer for collection as property tax and declaring an emergency. Motion to waive the 3 readings.
So moved. Second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Mr. McFarland.
Aye.
Ms. Cudella.
Aye.
Ms. Antosh. Mr. Morrissey.
Aye.
Ms. Bisbee.
Aye.
Mr. Ferris.
Aye.
Mr. Malta.
Aye.
Motion to approve ordinance 2026-21.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Mr. McFarland.
Aye.
Ms. Cudella.
Aye.
Ms. Antosh. Mr. Morrissey.
Aye.
Ms. Bisbee.
Aye.
Mr. Ferris.
Aye.
Mr. Malta.
Aye.
Resolution 2026-23, a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with the Director of Transportation and execute contracts on behalf of the City of Willowick, which are necessary to develop plans for and to complete the Euclid Avenue resurfacing project and declaring an emergency. Motion to waive the 3 readings.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Quick question. Mayor, is this the one from Congressman Joyce's office?
Yeah, Council President, yeah, the $4 million grant that
Yeah.
Willoughby, Wycliffe, and we received, we're gonna benefit greatly, but we really only have like half a street, it's about half a mile of it, so we have a very small portion, but the project itself is running like Vine Street was.
Okay.
Wycliffe's taking the lead on it, and just like Eastlake took the lead on the Vine Street one, but yeah,
Okay.
that's the one, yeah.
Thank you.
Roll call?
Mr. McFarland.
Aye.
Ms. Cudella.
Aye.
Ms. Antosh.
Aye.
Mr. Morrissey.
Aye.
Ms. Bisbee.
Aye.
Mr. Ferris.
Aye.
Mr. Malta.
Aye.
Motion to approve resolution 2026-23.
So moved. Second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Mr. McFarland.
Aye.
Ms. Cudella.
Aye.
Ms. Antosh. Mr. Morrissey.
Aye.
Ms. Bisbee.
Aye.
Mr. Ferris.
Aye.
Mr. Malta.
Aye.
Miscellaneous, motion to approve a purchase order to Broadway Excavating in the amount of $20,000 for point-of-sale right-of-way storm lateral repair at 311 East 305.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. McFarland.
Aye.
Ms. Cudella.
Aye.
Ms. Antosh.
Aye.
Mr. Morrissey.
Aye.
Ms. Bisbee.
Aye.
Mr. Ferris.
Aye.
Mr. Malta.
Aye.
That brings us to our second public portion. If you'd like to be heard, please approach the lectern, state your name and address for the record. Second public portion is open.
Mike Bowen, 472 East 319. Did you guys happen to see the Willowick People's page? That thing's still going up. Someone set off an M80, an M100, they said, May 25th. Not very late, about 9:30. None things are loud. Can you imagine? I don't know if we got a report on that or not. That would have scared me. Anyways, I just mentioned that the People's page has got lots of cool stuff on there. The guns, people, just like when I was doing the videos here at the council, I got tired of listening to people's comments, critique, and criticism about what I was doing, so I don't pay much attention. But one of the comments about the person that was injured, the kid, was that they were going to take matters into their own hands if that happened to them. Man, I don't want to see that happen. Their hands are full already, you know, they don't need that. Safety issue that I think we should address is the kids on those electric bikes. We were walking, was it to the festival or back home, something, on the sidewalk on Willowick Drive. The bushes kind of overhang, so we walked single file. We had to move out of their way because they were boogieing. And I've walked the dog down to the end of our street in Willowick Drive. And from me to you guys, the kid was flying across the street, didn't stop, didn't have lights. The car that was turning didn't have its turn signal on. The kid almost got vapor. So we had to go to safety school when we had our bicycles, you know. As a matter of fact, we had to have, in 97, we had to have a license on our 10 speeds, you know. So I don't know if those things even have a license, but I think they all should go through some kind of safety course, you know. And I've only seen a couple with lights on them, and you have to kind of squint to see. But that kid was almost vapor, you know, right in front of me. And it's one of those jaw-dropping moments, you know. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Anyone else? All right, the second public portion is closed. There was a request to put that on the safety agenda, so we will discuss that at the next meeting. Anyone else have any comments? Mr. Malta?
Council President, yeah, I have three. The first is, for those who came to the Rich Regovich Mondays with Malta tribute on my radio show, thank you. It was quite incredible. If you couldn't make it and you want the audio clip, I'll have my technician send it to you. So just text me or send me an email at cmalta@cityofwillowick.com. The other was, I got a phone call right prior to getting in my car tonight. And Gold Star got a hold of me, a company that's going to be doing some flying on 4th of July, wants Gold Star to be involved. I let Corey know. Corey knows of the man, and it's going to be pretty cool that they want you involved with the ceremony. They also wanted to find a family to present something to a Gold Star family. So Corey will start working on that, and Mike and Jean, you'll be able to start working on it too, which I think is it's a month away, but it's nice that they came forward, found Gold Star, and they called me, and then I called Corey. So good luck with that. You were well represented in the parade, and that was good. The third thing was Tanya Sherman, Tim Sherman's wife wanted to invite everybody that's here tonight there at the Willowick Lounge in Willowick, Ohio at 30609. You could have them so you could stop and celebrate with them. Tim was very, very, very happy with what happened here tonight. Thank you. Oh, one last thing. Welcome to the club, buddy. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you, Alan.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You're going to do it.
Thank you.
Save the best for last.
All right.
Congratulations, Patrick.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Mr. McFarland.
Aye.
Ms. Kudella. Ms. Antosh.
Aye.
Mr. Mahorsek. Ms. Bitsby. Mr. Ferris.
Aye.
Mr. Malta.
Aye.